Aging is inevitable. As citizens reach their senior years, they will be confronted with challenges to maintain the quality of life they enjoyed earlier in life. Just because growing older may impede one's ability to perform as fast as they once did, there are services available to help seniors live safely and independently at home.
The goal of Arapahoe County Senior Resources is to help people remain independent as they age. Most people want to remain at home. It's a much more cost-effective alternative than going to a nursing home, so we try to provide programs that will support them. It's really vital for seniors to know about these services, and the isolated seniors who are at home are the hardest ones to reach. If someone is listening to this and they hear it and it sounds like something a neighbor could use, they should share that information with their friend or neighbor, because word of mouth is probably the #1 way people hear about programs and trust the information they hear. Each program that we have is funded by a different grant, and that grant has its own requirements. So some of our programs are available to anybody age 60 and over, and others have some income eligibility determination attached to them. In most cases, there's no cost. Programs funded by the Older Americans Act require that we give consumers an opportunity to contribute to the cost of the program by making a donation.
One of the joys of Arapahoe County's homemaker and chore services is the gift of independence. Seniors receive some help with tasks such as cleaning and heavy-duty chores that often become difficult and impact independence as we age.
Our homemaker program is the program we've had the longest, and that's been in place for about 30 years. And that program provides regular routine housekeeping services, generally every other week for about an hour and a half. And they do activities such as changing bed linens, mopping floors, vacuuming, doing dishes, and helping sometimes with grocery shopping or picking up a prescription. The eligibility for that program is determined based on finances for the household. It's a really quick and easy eligibility process. The chore program is kind of a companion program to the homemaker program, but it provides non-routine services, and the eligibility for that is just age 60 and over. So we provide things like a good spring yard cleanup or a fall yard cleanup, or what we might think of as a good spring clean. We also will help somebody get organized for a move or unpacked after a move, or if someone is living in HUD housing, they may need help getting ready for an inspection, and we'll help with things like that.
Good nutrition is the foundation of health, regardless of age. With the TLC Meals on Wheels program, seniors and disabled residents living alone receive hot meals to ensure they get the right amount of nutrition in their daily diet.
So the Meals on Wheels program serves the western part of Arapahoe County, including Greenwood Village, Centennial, Littleton, Sheridan, Englewood, and a little bit over into Jefferson County. That program is designed to provide a hot, nutritious noon meal for folks who either can't shop for their food anymore or can't prepare the food very easily. It also is good to have somebody dropping in as they're handing them the meal. They're also checking in on them and just noticing if there's any changes that maybe need to be shared with another organization to provide some additional assistance. We receive a lot of referrals from Meals on Wheels for the other programs that we have. If they contact them during the week, their meals would start the following Monday. There's a sliding fee scale for Meals on Wheels, and the top fee is $4, but they don't turn anybody away for inability to pay. And they do some special diets. They'll do a diabetic diet, and they'll try to pay some attention to specific likes and dislikes of the people who are receiving the meals. Meals on Wheels are delivered by volunteers. Meals on Wheels are prepared at the Ames Elementary School in Centennial.
Many seniors today are on a fixed income, and every penny counts. Arapahoe County's Weatherization program enables eligible seniors to reduce their energy bills by making their homes more energy efficient in the warm and cold weather seasons.
The Weatherization program provides services to folks who are income eligible. And what happens is they go in and do an energy audit that determines what the energy needs are for that home, and then have a work plan created based on that energy audit. And some of the services that they do might include sealing and caulking major leaks, adding insulation to attics, walls, and crawl spaces, performing health and safety tests on furnaces and water heaters. They may replace a furnace if it's really defective. They will install high-efficiency compact fluorescent bulbs. One of the things that our weatherization program does not do is windows. They haven't found that the return on investment is worth the expense for doing the windows. Most people report a 10 to 30% annual savings on their energy bills after they've had weatherization services. Anyone who's receiving programs such as TANF, Colorado Works, food stamps, old age pension, supplemental security income, and those kinds of programs are automatically eligible. But for a household of one, if their income is below $23,340, then they would be eligible. The first step would be to contact the Weatherization program and complete the application to determine the financial eligibility.
Arapahoe County Senior Services includes recognizing veterans as valued members of the community. The Veterans Services Office assists veterans and their families, at no cost, in obtaining federal benefits and services for which they may be eligible.
Our Veterans Service Office is comprised of 2 federally accredited Veteran Service Officers, and they assist veterans with applications for any of the VA benefits, and they work with them through the whole process to put together a fully developed claim, obtaining the necessary evidence and supporting documentation, which people often don't have after a period of years has gone by. And then they also provide information and referral for veterans who need other services. There's no charge for their services. I think the Veterans Office is extremely valuable to veterans. The challenges vary depending on whether we're talking about the older veterans who served in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, or the newer veterans who are coming home and needing to reintegrate into civilian society. So a lot of the newer veterans coming home are in need of supportive services such as mental health services and that kind of service, in addition to maybe having help putting together a claim for benefits. The older veterans are much less likely to ask for help, and we need to really reach out to them and get them to ask for the services that they need.
With age, the skills and abilities associated with driving tend to diminish. Due to the critical need for senior transportation, a viable alternative form of transportation is also available in Arapahoe County to help get seniors to their destinations.
One of the biggest issues that seniors cite when we talk with them about their needs is transportation. We have a senior transportation program provided by the Seniors Resource Center, and people can access that for medical appointments, wellness appointments, grocery store visits, food bank visits, by contacting Seniors Resource Center between 8 and 4 p.m. 3 business days prior to when their appointment is. This program will take you to a destination such as the doctors from Arapahoe County if you need to go downtown to Kaiser or one of the other medical facilities, or to the VA medical facility. It will also go out to the Anschutz campus. And some trips, if they're further distance, may need to be specially scheduled or rescheduled just to fit in with where all of the buses are going on any given day. The eligibility for the transportation program is anyone age 60 and over, and it's a donation-only program, so there's no fee.
The future of the quality of life for seniors relies heavily on choices that are best made by educated citizens and families. Older adults should not unnecessarily spend their remaining years in institutions. There are many resources available to help seniors and people with disabilities receive help from a number of assistance programs that specialize in meeting their needs.
The Denver Regional Council of Governments Network of Care is an easy-to-use service directory to locate services in the metro area. Because it's an online tool, one of the really nice things about it is that it can also be accessed by family members who may live in other parts of the country and are researching services for mom or dad. The Network of Care has some great features. In addition to the service directory, there's also the ability to have a secure personal health record that you keep all your information contained in on that website, and that can be shared with other family members. One of the things that I like the best on there is that they have a library of medical information. So if you go to the doctors and he talks to you about a medical problem that you might have, or a condition or an illness, and you get home and you think, wow, I didn't really get all of the information I should have about that, you can go online there, and there's over 40,000 articles about different medical issues and conditions, and that is really helpful for folks when they can look it up on their own time and digest the information. There are over 1,000 resources listed, different services, organizations, agencies that provide services that seniors need listed on the website. And it's a searchable database that allow you to look it up under different topics such as home care or transportation or meals programs or whatever your concern of the moment might be. If people don't feel comfortable using a computer, the Denver Regional Council of Governments also has an information and assistance line where people can call and actually ask in-person questions that they might have, and the information and assistance folks will actually try to research the answers and provide that information.